Hi, my name's Matthew Pollock, chiropractor and applied kinesiologist for Savoy Health. So a lot of people ask me about milk and dairy. Unfortunately, these days we have a lot of intolerances to milk and a lot of allergies to milk. Now, it seems that a lot of people can't handle milk in our system, and that doesn't surprise me these days because milk isn't the natural substance that it used to be. Many thousands of years ago, human society did quite well by consuming milk, and that was basically because the milk that we got back then was natural. It was a natural food and a natural product. It contained a lot of vitamins and nutrients and live enzymes in it that were actually good. The enzymes in milk help us to digest and break that milk down so it assimilates more readily into our system. These days, however, it's against the law to consume unpasteurised milk. The problem is, once you pasteurize that milk, you kill off any of those enzymes. So basically that milk is really a dead product that sits on the shelf these days. It doesn't serve us very well and doesn't provide us with much value. And a lot of people have become intolerant of it because of the lactose sugars and the lack of nutrients in it. There are a number of other reasons why I don't like milk as well and why we can actually do without it too. The main reason when I'm talking to small children about this is because milk comes from cows. Now, any other animal that we're looking at in the world that has been weaned from its mother doesn't consume milk anymore except for humans. We go on to consume milk that isn't even our species. So it makes a lot of sense naturally not to consume milk from other animals. When I'm speaking to young children in the clinic that test positive for milk, meaning that they have an intolerance to it and shouldn't be consuming that in their diet, and they argue that, oh, they love milk and dairy and ice cream and cheese, and I have to explain to them that it doesn't work very well with their body, I relate a story to them that imagine if you came home from school and instead of providing you with a glass of milk, mum said, well, how about a nice cup of warm dog's milk? Would you like that? Or how about a cup of cold cat's milk when you get home from school? Would you enjoy that? To which they, ugh, why would I eat that? And I say, well, what makes you think that you can consume cow's milk? You had human milk when you were a baby, but you no longer need that anymore. So you should be past that stage. The other reason we don't like people to consume milk is because as an animal product, it's an acid-forming food. So when you have an acid-forming food, this leaves our pH of our internal chemistry a little bit more acidic than it should be. And the fastest way to neutralise that acid is to draw calcium out of our bones. So contrary to the popular belief that milk actually provides calcium to our system, it actually leaches it out. So they've done studies where the highest consumers of dairy in the world have been correlated with the highest osteoporosis rates. Now that doesn't make sense, does it, if that's supposed to be true? And on the alternative scenario, when they looked at countries that consumed the least amount of dairy products, they had strong, healthy teeth and bones. So what seemed to be the scenario was the more dairy that you consumed, the weaker that your bones were. And the explanation for this was the acid state that your body was left in. So the key to this seems to be steering clear of those acid-forming products and consuming more of the green leafy vegetable matter that won't leave you in an acid state and yet provide you with a lot of calcium. The problem isn't that we don't get enough calcium. The problem is that we can't keep it in our bones. So the take-home message is steer clear of as much acid-forming food as you possibly can, including milk, and eat more of the green leafy vegetables. Okay, thanks very much for listening to this message today about the myth of milk, and hopefully you can come into Savoy Health very soon and we can check you for a milk allergy or intolerance and make some recommendations to benefit your health. Have a great day. Bye-bye.